All right, Swift here. I'm going to try to help you all with sketch number 3 and show you kind of how I would do it. Hopefully this will be a quick enough video. First thing I do is I'd use the sketch tool. I'm going to sketch. For this one, I'm just going to sketch in the front plane. It doesn't really matter. But what I'd like to do for this is I'm just going to start off with a rectangle. And I'm going to start here at my origin, and I'm just going to draw a general rectangle. I'm going to use my Smart Dimension tool. And it looks like the bottom of this rectangle is 100 millimeters. So I'm going to type in 100, and then the height of this rectangle looks overall to be 120 millimeters. Now that I've got that done, I can actually go through and start making some modifications I need to. First thing I'm going to do is I just hit the escape key so I could get out of the Smart Dimension, and I'm actually going to delete the line down here at the bottom. I can't get to it. So I'll click on it and then hit the delete key. Now I'm going to draw two different lines. I'm going to draw one from this side and just pull it out to the side, hit escape so I don't have the pencil key anymore, or the line key. Grab the line key again, draw from that side, click, press escape so I'm not drawing. And now I'm going to dimension those two, and those are 20 millimeters each. So dimension this at 20, dimension this at 20. So I got the bottom done pretty well. Now I do need to draw a circle down there, or a half circle. So I'm going to do that with another line. And now this line, I'm just going to draw across. And I'm going to actually right click on that line. And I'm going to right click and turn it into a construction line. So there's this thing here where it turns a solid line into a construction line. And by doing that, it's given me a place that I can draw the center of my circle. So I'm going to draw my circle tool, come down here, find the center of that line, click, and I can come out here to the other end of those lines, click, and now I've got my semicircle. What I'll actually do, now that I have my circle done, I'm going to grab the trim tool, and I'm going to click my mouse and just draw over the edge of the circle I don't want, and now that has trimmed away the bottom of the circle. All right, now something else on this shape is two little rounded corners up here, and those are called fillets. So I'm going to grab my fillet tool, and I'm going to click on this line and this line, and you can see I can have a little preview of the fillet, and it says a radius of 10. So I look over here, the radius of 10 is correctly put in, so I'll just click on that line, and that I'm going to click OK, and that looks like that is completed. I'm just going to move that line or that dimension tool. Oh, well, we'll just leave it. All right. So now all I have left to do is a circle with kind of that slot down to the bottom. And first thing I need to do is find the center of that circle. I know the center of that circle is in the center of the shape. So I'm going to use my line tool again, click it to the middle, and I'm going to draw down to the top of my circle there. And I'm going to hit escape so I'm not drawing anymore. And now I'm going to right click on that line again, and I'm going to turn that into a construction line. And I'm just going to be using that for dimensioning. All right. Now I'm going to draw a circle along that line, and I'm going to just kind of draw it at any size. And now what I need to do is dimension that circle. So I'm going to hit escape again and do Smart Dimension. And this time I'm going to click on the outside of the circle, and that needs to be a radius of 40. Now I'm going to use the Smart Dimension again, and this time I'm going to go from here down to the center of the circle and pull off to the side, and that needs to be down 30. So now I've got it centered correctly, and I have it aligned left and right correctly. All right. Now the last thing I need to do is draw two lines off to the side of this. And this is going to be a tool that you probably haven't used yet. There's a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to use it. I'm going to make it using this tool called Offset. So I'm going to hit escape so I'm not dimensioning anymore. And then I'm going to grab the Offset tool, and it's going to say, what do you want to offset? I want to offset this line, and it says, let's make it bidirectional. So it'd be two lines now. And now the offset of that is a total of 6. So I think if I put 3 in here, it should offset 3 to each side, which is a total of 6. Now I like that offset, so I'm going to click OK. And now I need to go through and use my trim tool again and get rid of the parts of the line that I don't want. So I'm going to come up here and trim that off, trim that off. I'm going to come into the circle, trim that off, and then as I zoom in, it looks like everything else is okay. So I think that looks like that's the end of the sketch number 3. I've got my rounded corners, I have my half circle, my circle in the middle with the slot, and everything's dimensioned correctly. So hopefully this helped you get this assignment done. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email and I can help you get that completed as soon as possible. Thank you and good luck all of the Bike STEM students.